Hello, this is Craig Lane publishing our new version of the talk for Kidney Winter Cleanse, the New Year, New You Cleanse, which starts next week. So I get really excited about cleansing. I am here in front of you. We usually do a live presentation, but they just don't seem to get people in the chair often enough. So we're always open in my office to having people come and have in-person talks. Actually, in my office, in my treatment room, we can have about up to 10 people in here. But for now, I want to get you all motivated because I did some advertising before the new year, and now it's January 7th, and the cleanse starts next week. So there's a PowerPoint that will be uploaded along with this, and there's a number of pages, so we'd be on page 1 of the PowerPoint, and one of 12 pages. So I'm going to follow along the PowerPoint a bit, and so welcome, first of all, and welcome. This is Health Alchemy. My name's Craig Lane. So we like to say, if you've been, and I love drinking tea when I give talks, so the point of this is we're going to make this between 5 and 10 minutes. It's not going to be a long bit of your time, but what it is going to be is a chance for you to reflect on how am I going to be more impeccable this year? How am I going to clean my filters this year that I have never cleaned before? I clean the filters in my car, my air filter, water filter, fuel filter, but I never bothered to clean my own, nor did anybody teach me how to clean them. I clean filters in my house, I clean my windows, but I don't clean out my inside. So there's going to be inherent problems when you don't. And I like to tell people, I saw 5 new clients last month, and all my age, in their late 40s, early 50s, and I say, party's over. The party's over because you can no longer get away with medications, painkillers, skipping that exercise you know you needed for the last 3 months, not sleeping well, overusing alcohol, overusing coffee, overusing whatever, and underusing the good stuff. All of you, no one gets away with this. And so the love, the compassion comes of, we've got an open welcome and an open door for anyone to use our cleanse, whether you have enough money for the $350 fee or whether you have no money and you just want to participate. And it's all available with us. You can even trade to some degree. So we focus on, why do we want to do a cleanse, first of all? So this is a 3-week cleanse. And for those of you who have never cleansed, you can do just a week or 3 days, or you can participate in the whole thing. We have a group format, which is nice. It's optional, but you'll be getting an email almost daily. We like to say, in 21 days, if you get 10, 11 emails, that's great. And you may get emails from the people in the cleanse. We have video and PowerPoint support, so you can get re-motivated by watching some of the videos that go along with the cleanse. We have Craig Lane here, 20 years of my own cleansing and personal process, and as I like to say, these weekend nutritionists, these year-long nutritionists that get a 100-hour degree and they expect themselves to be able to put together something, but a lot of these people, and most of my colleagues even, have not done their own work. They haven't gone down their own dark cave and navigated it with their own flashlight to see their parasites coming out, because hey folks, we all got them. To see their physiology change, to see their mind opening up, to see past memories buried in the gut, in the sludge down there, to see things open up and be able to guide another. This is why we say we're the best at cleansing, because we have 20 years of our own process. And everyone who works for me is required to do cleansing, so you can ask them their experience. This is empiricism. You can't do double-blind rat studies on cleansing. I'm sorry, it will never work. You must do it yourself, and then find out for yourself how it goes and the process, how it unfolds. So we have a number of filtering organs in our body, and this cleanse will be mainly targeting the water filters with the kidney, bladder. But you can't do anything in a vacuum, so your water filters, your spleen's involved in this, and your liver's involved in this, and your lungs to some degree. But this is the season where in the circadian rhythm of the body, the kidney, bladder, adrenals, the water element organs are the most active, the ones that process water. If this water filter gets sludgy, then your kidneys can't process acids, inevitable acids of metabolism. It can't process waste. It can't process your proteins, your sugars, your minerals, and in your own wastewater. So that's kind of the first slide, what we're trying to say there. The second slide, which doesn't seem to be working. I'll be right with you. The second slide is about the holiday stagnation and the post-holiday cleanse we've been doing for about 10 years. And we always find people get the most satisfaction from this cleanse. So a couple of tidbits you'll see in the on the PowerPoint there. I'm going to let you read them. And because we typically eat more rich foods this time of year, and especially around the holidays, this is a good time to get them cleared out a bit. And I want you just to look at all the things that the kidney systems affect. And nerve regulation is just another one, how the electricity, if you will, passes through nerves is regulated by your mineral balance. And your mineral balance is sort of processed through the waters in the kidneys. This isn't H2O, folks. This is like spring water that your body is processing because there's minerals in it. So you really want to make sure that you're doing a good job. Next one. So we talk about stagnation, and Hippocrates once said, I can cure all diseases by one thing: stop congestion, increase circulation. So one cause of disease, congestion. I can cure it by getting circulation. That's the basis of our cleanses. We're not asking anyone to fast. We offer levels of austerity. So if you wanted to fast, we would check in with you, do a slight exam, and see if you're even capable of fasting. Our cleanses are designed, some people just have to rest during a cleanse. We're not asking them to fast, we're just asking them to eat the food chart, which is actually really healthy and easy to do. We mainly focus on just the basics to get out, and you can inquire about that if you like and get a sample food chart. But we want to increase circulation and decrease stagnation. That's the basis of the cleansing that we're doing. The fourth slide, has more to do with this idea of water and seeds and ancestral energy. And, we're like a seed this time of year. Potential energy for the summer. So we need to rest more. So part of this cleanse is actually resting more. When it's rainy and dark out, it's natural to want to rest. Don't say I'm tired. Just say, hey, I need some rest this time of year. It's better than a should. Slide 5 is about that same thing, about salts and water balance. So our kidney processes salts, which are minerals of sorts. What kind of salts? So on page 5 of the PowerPoint that's free, we talk about the major alkaline minerals: sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. They're in a higher concentration in the bloodstream versus the minor alkaline minerals. Then there's the major acid minerals, of which carbon, hydrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur are. So what do these major caloric foods all have in abundance here? C, H, O, and N. What do they mean? C is carbon, H is hydrogen, O is oxygen, N is nitrogen. All fats, proteins, and carbohydrates are composed of mainly those 4 elements. And then sulfur is also in some amino acids. But carbon is acid forming, turns into carbonic acid. Hydrogen is acid forming, it turns into hydrochloric acid. So you start to see that most of your major fats, proteins, and carbs, all of them are acid forming to some degree, based on alchemy and the elemental chart. So don't kid yourself about your meat-free or your meat diet or your vegan or your raw food. There's a couple of generalities. Fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming, and everything else is mostly acid, to generalize, okay? There are exceptions here. So keep that in mind and don't get too righteous about pH, because there's a lot more confusing conversation about pH than just your blood gets acid. That's not correct. Slide 6. So I'm going to let you read that. We talk a little bit about Chinese medicine, how important the kidneys are viewed as. And remember, the kidney in Chinese medicine is sort of metaphorical. It's not necessarily the physical organ. It's a whole cosmology where they can even trace the emotion of fear and certain colors and sounds and shapes and all kinds of things that makes Chinese medicine really a much broader and richer tradition than in the West. And maybe the West in someday will be able to understand the totality of what they put together. So if you have any questions about some of the compelling things I say on slide 6, please ask them during the cleanse. So, slide 7, liver, kidney, spleen, lung, and guts. What do they all have in common? They're all filters. The liver is your oil filter. Your kidneys your water filter. Your spleen's your blood filter. Your lungs are your air filter. And your guts are your food filter. So the most important place to start is the guts. And by taking supplements and herbs that go through the mouth, then you are affecting the gut no matter what type of cleanse we target. The relationship should be obvious. If you have a clogged air filter, then that's going to affect your water. If you have a clogged earth filter, your gut one, then everything else is going to suffer because the guts aren't even absorbing anything properly. So, what things outside of food can we do to help them? Movement, sleeping enough. Those two are important. By moving enough, you sleep better. By sleeping better, you want to move. It's vitally important you understand this. It doesn't need to be an hour and a half workout. For some people, 10 minutes a day of some good movement is enough. Evaluation methods. We have a number of evaluation methods for our cleanses. It's what sets us apart. We don't just throw people into cleanses. We evaluate you to varying degrees. And we can evaluate you through a whole exam. There's a minor exam that's part of the kidney cleanse included. The cleanse itself is 3 weeks as stated earlier. So slide 9 here we talk about there's an option of some liquid days, and I would encourage hot liquid days on a cold day. There's herbs. There's products that I have seen work over and over again. This is tried and true. You're not some guinea pig in my world. I've been doing this a long time, folks. Slide 10. There's some dietary focus, so please look at that. It's roots and dark colors and hearty, fatty, oily, salty foods. So during the cleanse, that's discouraged a little bit more, but not too much. And then finally, dietary focus part 2, which is slide 11. There's some other things that we focus on during the cleanse and some movement, special challenges. We offer a real basic food chart and the supplements, and that's the easiest cleanse. And then there's special challenges and austerities and options, and please talk with us if you want to go deeper, like fasting for a day or a liquid diet or some special yoga routine or kundalini or breathing exercises. It's all included and it all works. Last slide, get motivated, slide 12. Try on root energy. Try working on your legs more, stretching your legs more, working your legs out more. Go out and feel your bare feet on the earth more. Make time for more space for more quiet time. These are the things that help us outside of food. Share more and get more alone time this time of year. So our cleanse starts next week, and the start time's loose. You can start either Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or sometime during next week. You can start early if you want. The paperwork will basically be ready by the middle of this week. So please, please, please ask for more. We have lots of information. Go to my website. There's some basic info there. Go to my YouTube channel. And please, please take care of yourself, because only you can take care of you, no one else. And please come and see us at Health Alchemy, because we're here to give you an experience you cannot deny. This is Craig Lane with Health Alchemy signing off, and I hope to see all of you at some point this week into next week, starting this lovely, lovely, lovely group cleanse.